And Joe Ondo welcome you to Out and About on the Recumbents. Come ride the T-Gap Trail right spur along the canal. Let's ride. Hey, good morning. It's BJ and Joe Ondo from Out and About on the Recumbents. And weather finally got decent enough to, we've had just really bad winds over the last 2 or 3 days. I mean, really bad winds. The winds have been like totally insane, you know, 60 plus miles an hour. So, yeah, today's Tuesday, the 9th, I believe, of, no. What is it? I don't know. It's something like that. I don't know. But yeah, we're right now we're on the Templeton Gap road bike lane, and we're heading over to Nancy Lewis Park here. We're gonna stop and eat a snack because we're heading up to Flint Ridge and Academy eventually on the Templeton Gap Trail, and this is Nancy Lewis Park here. I think it's the best park in the whole city of Colorado Springs, Colorado. Has a beautiful pond area and lots of benches and picnic tables and a nice playground and just a really, really nice park. And it's well taken care of too. Yeah, I'm gonna run over and catch us a picnic table here, eat our snack, and use the facilities, and then we'll be heading over via the trail and back streets to the Templeton Gap Trail, and then heading east from there. You got to be careful here. You never know, sometimes people don't look at all and they just pull out on you, so. Come in tight, dear. Okay, we're clear. Oh, they got a porta potty out here. They usually have this restroom open almost all the time. Must have some problems or something. That's a drag. So yeah, whatever table you want, dear. Looks like they're all empty. Okay, the usual, huh? We do seem to pick this particular bit. See, it's got a real nice little pavilion, but yeah, that's by reservation only. So we try not to break the laws, so we don't use it. Okay, yeah. That's the pond. There's a pond over there, and I'm gonna have Joe get off her trike and eventually come over here and grab the camera from me. There's Joe. Say hi, Joe. Joe, get up here. Turn off all our lights. While Joe's turning off the rest of the lights, go over here and get a quick picture of the pond. As you can see, lots of picnic tables. This is where we're sitting right here. And yeah, I'll take you over here. Like I said, this is my favorite park in the whole town. It may not be the biggest park in the whole town. In fact, it's quite small next to some of the parks like Memorial Park and Palmer Park and all them, but it's just the nicest park in the entire area as far as I'm concerned. Good morning. And yeah, Now I got a whole bunch of ducks over here. But as you can see, just a beautiful little pond area. Got that real nice agitator fountain in it. Give you a little view over here. Got a little waterfall over there. Let me okay. Well, for now, I'm going to turn her off so I can go eat my snack, and we'll get back to you. See you then. All right, we're back. Right now we're heading up it's just kind of a back access way. Goes right along Union Boulevard, and we're heading to catch the T-Gap Trail, and then we'll be heading east on the T-Gap, or that's Templeton Gap Trail, okay? That's everybody here just calls it T-Gap, so that just kind of naturally comes out. But yeah, it's just a little back area off a back street to get up to the trail without having to go all the way around. And they have the big barrier here because it's supposed to help with how noisy Union Boulevard is, because it's a big, you know, four lane each side, you know, super busy road. But they use these steel barriers over here, and boy, these things are getting kind of old and ugly. A lot of rust spots, and a lot of the places they've used the stone, you know, and that seems to hold up for decades. But the steel just doesn't cut it quite as well. Yeah, so we're gonna go up here and pick up the trail, and then we're gonna go underneath Union Boulevard right here. That's St. Mary's High School, at least their athletic center up there. That's the only Catholic high school in town. Yeah, get you. As you can see, it's one of the few places where you actually have trail signage. Yeah, our trails are not very well marked. Okay, I gotta drop a gear here because it gets very steep. As you can see, Joe's kind of going down here. And this gentleman's coming up here, and I gotta make this turn, and it ain't gonna be very easy because my trike does not have the world's best turning radius. It really doesn't. Now I'm gonna have to back up. And still ain't gonna make it. Oh, I'm sorry about the squeaky brake. Okay, I gotta get this thing to stop so I can get my foot up here. Yeah, it's pretty hit. Oh, stop it. Okay, there we go. Couldn't get my foot in. All right, so we got this little tunnel to go through. Ole, 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 ole. The tunnel song. There's Joe back up here. Sorry for all that squeaky stuff. They still haven't figured out how to make this brake quit squeaking, even though they took all the generator part, you know, all the internals out of it. So all it is the drum brake now, but it still squeaks like crazy. So I don't know what to do. I may have to get a new wheel eventually, but right now that's out of my budget. Okay, so now we have to cross over the bridgeway here. Sorry, switching hands here. I got a bump. Ugh. Got to switch gears here. All right. Now we're heading around a little bit down Union, and then we'll be off onto the trail. They just put this this little area in here, which is nice because the old one was like really steep corners and stuff, really sharp corners rather. And it looks like they need to do some signage work. But yeah, this area, this is one of the, you know, this is one of our unnormal rides that we like. We don't do this one as often as we do some of them, a lot of them. You know, like Manitou and, you know, heading up north and that kind of thing on the Cottonwood Creek Trail to the Cottonwood Regional Park. But they call this area Austin Bluffs because of those rocky outcroppings that you see. So we're just out for a spin today. We like I said, we've had 3 days of severe wind. I mean, just like really severe wind. So you know, we've stayed home, except for yesterday. I had to go to the doctor, so I couldn't stay home. Luckily the wind slowed down at least a little bit, so I could get to the doctor's office and back. But yeah, so this poor gentleman alone. Thank you, sir. But yeah, it's a real nice, it's a nice trail. It's another urban trail. It was never a rail trail, and you'll be able to tell that because it has several inclines on it. You know, where most rail trails are between 1% and 3% incline, because that's the big heavy trains couldn't pull any more incline than that. So when they built the railroads, you know, they tried to build them between 1% and 3%. Great. Now some places have more, but that's supposed to be the majority. Give you another. Another gratuitous Joe picture. Yeah, pretty soon Joe will have to come back out front so she can use her e-assist to get up this big incline. that'll take us up to Flint Ridge. Now, I'm probably not going to record Flint Ridge because we've done that several times. You guys are probably tired of seeing it. But I'll try to add some here and there. Howdy. And my last video was pretty long, so I'll try to make this one a little shorter. I know you guys and gals, you know, and I totally understand if you only watch, you know, 5 or 10 minutes, you know, I mean, that's cool. For those of you who watch it all the way through, bless your hearts. I'm just one of those weirdos that has, I just don't like it, you know, I like to do the whole thing, and I do not like fast forward. I just don't. It's just not, I want to see where you're riding. I would rather sit down and spend an hour, you know, in the evening when I'm not doing anything, and, you know, see where you went. Show me the places, you know. I really can't see where you went when you're going, not, you know, 900 miles an hour. So, yeah, I can usually only watch the fast forward videos for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then I got to turn it off. It just drives me crazy. So I probably won't ever use fast forward. I might try slow motion one of these times just to check it out. That'd be kind of fun. Give you a low back view here. Bring her back up. Howdy. Yeah, it's a very popular trail here. Lots of walkers, and here's some more stuff. It's so funny because, you know, this one trail probably has more signage than any 4 or 5 trails, other trails in the whole city. So it's interesting. If you go up and over the little bridge here, that takes you over by, we'd be going along not Academy, but Austin Bluffs Boulevard, and then right along the edge of Palmer Park, which is a big old park, but it's more, much more suited for mountain bikes. We're going down into the ditch, as I call it. This is a ditch run. It's just a, you know, it's just a water channel. The bridge above us is Austin Bluffs Parkway. Yeah, not Boulevard, but Austin Bluffs Parkway. There's an entrance over here to where you could go over and pick up Union and take Union to Academy via sidewalk. But I wouldn't recommend it. Some of the places, the sidewalk's in really bad shape. I mean, really bad shape. And here's the alleyway there. Now we got a steep little old climb here up to the top for Flint Ridge. The Flint Ridge is just is a bike lane, and like I said, we've done it several times, so we'll spare you from having to see it again, you know. But yeah, still wanted to try to get a video in. It is a really nice day. It's supposed to be right at 60 degrees Fahrenheit, eventually at least. There's a yeah, those are the bluffs I was telling you about. Well, I just blew it. I got too far. So I got to back up here. Yeah, like I said, I don't have the turning radius that that Joe Lynn has. So I'm going to end this part right about here. And as usual, somewhere down the trail or the road, the path, whatever, we will get back to you. So from the Austin Bluffs area of Colorado Springs, Colorado, hey, thanks for coming along for the ride. We always appreciate it, guys. We'll be back. All right, well, we're back after lunch. Right now we're at the end of the one of the spurs of the Templeton Gap Trail at Ranch Road and Union Boulevard. And so we're heading back. We ran up the Flint Ridge bike lane over to Academy Boulevard to get an iced tea at McDonald's. It's getting to be that time of the month when our money's really low, and you know, waiting for the next our next Social Security retirement checks. And so we stop at McDonald's for the iced tea to go with our brown bag lunch, because they had the best price for a large iced tea than anybody else in this town. So yeah, so that's where we are right now. And this part of the trail literally goes right along the drainage canal here, and then Union Boulevard, like I said, which is a major 4-lane each side, you know, monster of a road. But yeah, sadly that's as far as it goes. They I don't know why they couldn't have made it go all the way to Academy Boulevard. That would have made it a little easier for people, but they didn't, and I doubt they ever will. Yeah, it's funny because both spurs of this trail ended Academy Boulevard, but several miles between each other at Academy Boulevard. Well, actually, yeah, that's right. So, yeah, we're going back down into we'll be heading back down into the ditch part of the trail. Yeah. So like I said, this was the spur that goes straight. And then we have this spur here, which goes the other way. Howdy. And but like I said, they both eventually end at well, actually they end before Academy Boulevard. Each way. One the trail just totally dead ends. That's the one we were on, Ranch Road, and then the other one goes so far, and then you have to either pick up a extremely dangerous bike lane on Austin Bluffs, or you have to do like we do, and you take the regular sidewalk all the way to Academy Boulevard. So yeah, we just don't trust the speed limit on Austin Bluffs is 45, but I don't think any of them do less than about 60. So we'd rather not fight with the cars if we don't have to. And it's not a sidewalk that gets used very often by anybody, so it's not like we're taking away. And if we did come upon a pedestrian, we'd stop and let them by, because on a regular sidewalk, pedestrians had the right of way. Well, even on these these urban trails and rail trails, pedestrians have the right of way. So all you who ride, kind of a reminder, pedestrians, walkers, dog walkers, they all have the right of way. We're kind of bicycles and tricycles are kind of the lowest part of the food chain. We're supposed to yield to everybody else. When it comes to these trails or paths, they're either MUPs or MUTs, multi-user paths or multi-user trails. So need to be a good trail user and not abuse it. Also remember that downhill is supposed to yield to uphill, because they're having to work a lot harder than you are. That means even if uphill, they're coming a lot slower than you can go down, you're supposed to yield to them. But that's something that rarely ever happens. I think Joe and I are the only people that do that. And like I said, we're just heading back down the T-Gap Trail, the Templeton Gap Trail. And just trying to enjoy the day. It's been a mostly sunny day. There are some heavy clouds up there. I got the trees in the way now, so really can't give you a good view there. Should have an open spot here pretty quick. I can show you. Definitely got some clouds coming over Pikes Peak and the other foothills. Yeah, like right there. The telephone pole's kind of in the way, but you can see the not too many clouds over Cheyenne Mountain. Some of them do look like there's some rain in them, but they didn't talk about much of a chance of rain today, so hopefully they'll be right. But I really don't want it to rain on my head today, because like we talked about, the one problem with Colorado is that when it rains in Colorado, that rain is cold. It is not warm. We don't have warm rains. Even in the, it can be 90 degrees, in the middle of August. But if it starts raining, it's going to get cold. We just do not have warm rains here. now we've got to go over here and go back under the tunnel and up the other side, and then we'll be heading west on the Templeton Gap Trail. Here we've been heading kind of south, really, but we'll switch directions here. Joe's letting people know we're coming around because we got a 90-degree corner here. And I need to switch because I need to gear down to get up the hill on the other side, because it's a real steep little booger. So I'll be pedaling like a tricycle here. And I got to kind of cut this corner because I just do not have, I don't even know if I'm going to make it now. Oh, just made it. Got lucky. All right, here we go again. Ole, 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 ole. Hit your boost and go up, Joe, because I got to start spinning hard. Sometimes Joe kind of forgets and she hits her boost a little too late, and so I end up darn near running her over. Ah, yeah, she's a bit of a good grade here. No, the other way, the other way, the other way. Pretty nice view right here. This is a nice just open space, you know. Okay, I gotta switch my gears up here, get back to a little harder gear now that we're back on the flats. Yeah, I'll probably stop recording when we get past Portal Park. And yeah, it's Portal, you know, like a window in a ship. Portal Park, strange name, but that's the name of it. And because don't know what we'll be doing, don't know if we're going to keep going or because like I said, for this time in the pay period, we don't really have enough money to stop someplace for an afternoon tea. And yeah, you'll notice we drink a lot of tea. We drink a lot of tea. Well, neither one of us like coffee at all. Don't even really care for the smell of it. And to us, it just smells like burnt beans, no matter what kind it is. And we can't drink sodas because Joe's a type 2 diabetic, and neither one of us can stand the diet sodas. They're absolutely horrible. Whatever artificial chemical sweetener they use has the worst aftertaste. Doesn't matter what brand it is or what type it is, all the same. And terrible aftertaste. And I have to admit, if I drink more than one a week, it literally starts turning my insides out. So no, we don't do that. So the only thing we got left is good old unsweetened iced tea. And at least if we want to sweeten it, we can put a little non-chemical organic stevia sweetener in it. So we drink a lot of tea. We drink it hot, we drink it cold, we drink it mild, we drink it bold. We actually prefer mild, to be honest with you. Our favorite tea is like is a mild green decaffeinated tea, but it's really hard to get decaffeinated tea, you know, when you're when you're out and about. That's what we drink at home, both iced tea and hot tea. But thank you. Hi.
That looks like fun.
Oh, they're a blast. And
How fast can you? Well, I guess it depends on you.
yeah, it does depend on you, but
You couldn't say hi.
hi, hello.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
But
okay.
the biggest thing is they're just so comfortable.
That's nice. Easy on the back.
Yes, and the shoulders, the back, the neck.
Yeah.
You know, because you're literally looking normal. You know, you're not having to do this. You know,
Amen.
that whole time. So they're a lot more comfortable and stuff.
Nice. I'm glad to see you guys enjoying that.
Oh,
Have a great day.
Yeah, you too.
Be careful because they speed around.
Oh yes, ma'am.
Oh my gosh.
Everywhere. Yeah, no, that's nice, you know. I gotta go up the hill, babe. Sorry about that. Okay, so now we're in the Craigmore neighborhood. Now, I don't know what's special about Craigmore, but that's what it's called. So now we're at, this is Portal, P-O-R-T-A-L Park, and pool, except for the pool hasn't been open for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years now. So for now, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off, and we'll get back to you. All right. See you later. All right, well, we're gonna end the video right here on the T-Gap Trail. And so for Joe and I, Joe and BJ Ondo out and about on the Recumbents, yeah, we say thanks for coming along. Thank you to our subscribers. We really appreciate it. If you're new, we'd love to have you subscribe. If you want to be notified of our next video, please click on the bell logo on the actual YouTube page, and then yeah, give us a thumbs up if you like what you saw today. Give us a thumbs down, and if you didn't, and kind of let us know, you know, give us a comment. Leave us a comment, let us know what you think, you know. Maybe we can, you know, figure out some way to fix it. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed our little journey on the Templeton Gap Trail, and give you one last view of the clouds over Pikes Peak here. All right. So remember, let's go. Ride low and slow, but always ride recumbent. And a trike is even more fun. All right. It's enough to be on your way. It's enough just to cover ground. It's enough to be moving on. So as our friend Ryan Dusser would say, get out there, get off that couch. All right. So, till next time. Again, we really appreciate you guys hanging with us today. All the best. Bye for now.